Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Wilson. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this ball. A run here with Wilson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes and that ball falls incomplete.
Quick run, taken in. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have the 49ers 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Well, Mike. Early in this game, the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Here's Lawrence to throw right away. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
18 yards on the connection. It's a Carolina first down. Receiver in motion, headed left. On first down, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one taken in. Touchdown, Carolina. That is first touchdown this year. No problem there on the extra point, and the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will score. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, 49ers. York, good on the extra point. And the 49ers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Lawrence now to throw on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
A carry here for Wilson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. A carry here for Wilson. A touchdown, a pick. Third and 5. Here comes the blitz as he will, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. They will indeed go as they look to throw. This is intercepted. Extra point attempt still to come. Through the rain, the kick is good. Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the run, it's Wilson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now, faking the give. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see a pick six. I mean, the last thing you want to do is on the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's the tight end, Drop Bowers.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Drop Bowers. And now it's fourth down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Going for it all. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. They'll run it here with Etienne. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Panthers. The PAT, up and good. And the Panthers will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Wilson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Wilson. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this time, he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now it's York for the PAT. It's up and good. And the 49ers draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd down, Lawrence. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back. And I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Going up top. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and through. Panthers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Second down and 8. They'll look to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
These are the plays that when you look back, Mike, they ultimately decide the outcome of the game. There's no time left on the clock. All they're trying to do is take a shot into the end zone. You've got to get depth. You've got to have guys that can go up and high point and compete for the ball. And you've just got to knock this ball down and go into halftime.
So we have reached halftime with these 2 teams separated by a touchdown. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On first and 10, Lawrence. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Lawrence. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here now, 3rd and 5. Slot receiver headed right. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground, here's Wilson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he'll get the penalty yardage and then some back and is very close to a first down.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back.
Oh, he pumps up the football. The Panthers have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, Lawrence. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll find his running back, Wilson. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback impact?
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's caught left side by Bowers.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, team's willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. York, good on the extra point. And the 49ers back within 7. It's 35-28. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Niners have got it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. third down, they'll throw from the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
You know, it's always hard as an offense to waste such great field position, but they had a short field to work with, not able to pick up a single first down. So give a lot of credit for the defense stopping this drive before it really got started.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. No easy completions. And this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And a nice defensive play. Their good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Fires quickly, it is complete on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Out end, left side, it's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem. And plays like that are wild. Think about it, like sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Down inside the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how...
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Carolina. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Bowers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this third quarter. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, We'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time, and it'll lead to a second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Second down, Lawrence. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Panthers. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And on third down, that ball incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. Lawrence. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. He'll go left side here and complete this one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll twist his way to a good run. A pickup of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Lawrence. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Lawrence. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! Inside the 20. And he will take this one in. 91 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. And this one is blocked. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Now, he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete Mahomes.
He gets free. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 90 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. York, good on the extra point. And the 49ers are able to cut into the deficit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Inside the 40.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Putting the tight end in motion. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And the Niners are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He's going to look downfield once again. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun. He'll throw. He'll look middle, and he's Got his man complete. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll look to throw yet again. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Back to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And this will be incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
He's going to try it here again. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. On first and 10, Lawrence. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second. The clock is stopped with 18 seconds remaining. So they move inside the 20. First and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Now here's Lawrence. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
So, after two straight incompletions, here's third and 10. To throw is Lawrence. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. A try here for the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point. onto this big lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. And with an open date on the schedule next week, they'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners, as we say, so long from Uptown Charlotte.